on the corner of 25 West Main Street in downtown Vermilion. The Spa at Winnie Mae's is proud to support programming on Coyote News. The Spa at Winnie Mae's, providing salon and spa services for men, women, and children.
Coming up on Coyote News, students experiment with a new recycling program on campus.
Also, we take a look at how the Heartland Humane Society is trying to tackle the stray cat issue in Vermilion. Coyote News starts right now.
Live from the Al Newharth Media Center, this is Coyote News.
Hello, I'm Nick Nelson.
And I'm Celeste LaCourciere. We'll get to those stories and more, but first.
Avera has announced plans to build a 262,000 square foot campus at the corner of 69th and Louise in Sioux Falls. Construction for the $174 million project will begin this fall. This is the largest building project in Sioux Falls history and is expected to have a considerable impact on the economy. The campus is projected to open up in 2020. The Rapid City Police Department has been investigating the disappearance of 21-year-old Larissa Lonehill since last November. Detectives believe Lonehill has died and that her body may have been disposed of within a 100-mile radius of Rapid City. Rapid City's Community Reward Fund is offering a $5,000 reward for help in solving the case. The chief executive of United Airlines says they'll no longer use police to remove passengers on their flights. This decision has been made after a video went viral of 3 airport officers dragging a passenger off a plane in Chicago. The Chicago Aviation Department says only one of its employees didn't follow proper procedures when removing the passenger and has been placed on leave. And those are your headlines. And now let's take a look at weather with Lauren Solek. Lauren?
The rain just doesn't want to stop this spring, and it continues tonight. Currently, it's 61 degrees. Tonight, the temp will drop down to 45 degrees with a 30% chance of rain. The skies will clear slightly early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high near 67. It'll be the only day this week without a chance of rain, so get outside and enjoy it while you can. Friday will be 72 with a 50% chance of rain and possible storm in the afternoon. The nightly low will be around 55. For your weekend, we may hit 70 degrees Saturday, but it does bring another chance of thunderstorms. The warmer temps will continue through the weekend with a high of 66 and mostly clear skies on Sunday. Early next week will bring temps in the high 60s, but more rain and thunderstorms could be in the mix. And that's your Coyote weather.
The winners of the 2017 Belbus Larson Awards for Excellence in Teaching have been announced. Honored in the tenured category is Dr. Jason Porter from the Division of Accounting and Finance in the Beacom School of Business. In the tenure track category is Dr. David Lane from the Department of Anthropology and Sociology in the College of Arts and Sciences. The recipients will be recognized at the May commencement ceremony and will receive a framed certificate, a commemorative medal, and a $5,000 tribute.
It's for the kids is a year-long saying for Dakotathon participants here at USD. The annual dance marathon was held last weekend. They raised a record of over $145,000, surpassing their goal of $115,000. Coyote News' Devin Martin is live in the muck with Dakotathon's finance chairman, Conrad Adam, to discuss this year's success. Devin?
Thanks, Celeste. The money fundraised for Dakotathon goes to the Children's Miracle Network. Conrad, thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
So, Conrad, the original goal was $115,000, and you were able to get past that to $145,000. How did that feel?
It felt great. It was a pretty unbelievable event. You know, the last week, 7 days before the event started, we were $30,000 short of our fundraising goal of $115,000. So it was pretty crazy to get everybody to come together and reach those new heights.
And with that being said, too, you fundraised $12,000. Like, how did you do that?
Yeah, you know, I was pretty fortunate to have a lot of support from family and friends and a bunch of people I know. Just 4 years ago, I spent a lot of time at Sanford Children's Hospital with a cancer diagnosis myself. So it's just part of giving back and paying it forward.
And if USD students want to get involved next year with Dakotathon, why should they get involved, and how can they get involved?
Yeah, you know, Dakotathon's a great opportunity to get involved. on campus. It's one of the largest student organizations with 706 participants, and it's one of the most rewarding 24 hours you can spend with families going through pediatric injury and illness, and it's a great celebration, and all goes to a great cause.
Conrad, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And Dakotathon is an annual event held here at USD. Live in the muck, I'm Devin Martin.
Thanks, Devin. USD students were given the opportunity to present their research at this year's Idea Fest. Students in all disciplines presented their work in poster presentations, live performances, exhibits, and displays.
Is an annual event that celebrates not only research but creative scholarship and academic engagement here on the campus of the University of South Dakota.
Junior Tyler Bakley presented in the Beacom School of Business.
Mine in particular was about the whether or not bars should be liable if they serve somebody and they get in a wreck afterwards.
Hayes says Idea Fest is a great opportunity for students to get feedback from their peers. Coming up, tornado season is just around the corner. We'll tell you where to find shelters around Vermilion. Find out more after the break.
I wanted to be a student ambassador because I wanted to be able to give prospective students my view of the campus, and so they can enjoy the university as much as I do.
It's bringing the next generation to USD.
It was a real personal experience, more than just, hey, here's a big university.
You're coming into a family, and we want you to feel welcome, we want you to feel loved, and we want you to feel confident in your decision to become a Coyote. It's fulfilling,
energetic,
impactful, community, challenging, knowledgeable, fun,
professional,
the future. I just love USD.
Your fire cat, your fire cat.
1926.
This is Coyote News.
Welcome back. Since their creation last fall, the President's Committee on Sustainability has conducted research on the best way to implement a campus-wide recycling program at USD. They recently finished a pilot program, and Coyote News' Rachel Newville has more on how it went.
Sligo Hall saw some changes recently as small garbage cans were removed and replaced with recycling bins in each hallway. Chair of the committee, Scott Polson, says recycling is important to USD.
It's essential to what we're doing. It's a goal of ours. We want to be a more sustainable campus. It's important for just carbon footprints. I think it's just a discussion, obviously at the national level as well, that we want to play a role in.
Polson said the program went well, and the committee will be planning similar programs throughout the summer.
Students can expect to see similar recycling programs implemented in the muck and residence halls next fall, along with educational information on how to recycle properly.
I think the students need to know that as we go forward, we need their help.
Reporting for Coyote News, I'm Rachel Newville.
Polson says the committee is also working on getting recycling implemented in the Sanford Sports Center and football tailgates.
Warmer spring weather is upon us, but with increasing temperatures comes an increased risk of tornadoes and other extreme weather events. If a tornado warning is issued, residents of on-campus housing are advised to head to the basement or another area away from windows, such as a hallway. Off-campus, there are several designated spots to hide from a tornado, including the Hillside Community Church, the Vermilion Fire and EMS Station, the National Guard Armory, the Public Safety Center, or the Trinity Lutheran Church. If a tornado or other extreme weather event is underway, sirens will sound, indicating the need to take shelter. The Coyote Village complex is a popular living option among USD students, but it may not be all it's cracked up to be. Students say they've seen evidence that Coyote Village may be crumbling.
Coyote Village is an amazing place on campus to live. It's stacked with accommodations and superb living spaces. It's close to campus and the dome, but residents have been experiencing problems lately that are nothing short of inconvenient. Anything from mold on the walls to flickering lights.
Sometimes my light bulbs go out or the shower kind of flickers.
I live on the 4th floor and there's a lot of holes
in the hallway that like when you walk you'll step and it like indents in the ground.
Any single time that water runs, like somebody could be flushing the toilet, running the shower, the sink, anything, my walls creak so loud.
Some claim it's because of the foundation. Others blame it on the time it took to build the complex. For Coyote News, I'm Ethan Getty.
As of airtime, USD housing officials have not responded to questions about the Coyote Village concerns.
If you like hot dogs, you might have joined the dozens of other students who attended the annual Delt Dogs fundraiser benefiting Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. At the Vermilion Public Armory, students and members of the community gathered to support diabetes research with an all-you-could-eat hot dog feed, as well as a competition to see who could eat the most hot dogs.
It's a foundation that works with type 1 diabetics to try to figure out how to fix that. It's fun to just see everyone's faces and kind of all get together for one big group that's a little bit bigger than us, bigger than ourselves, and just give all that money to like little children, stuff like that. It's really fun.
Delta Tau Delta hosts many philanthropy events supporting JDRF. For more information about these other events, contact Caleb Rector at his Coyote student email. For more information about how you can help identify and fight type 1 diabetes, visit www.jdfr.org.
Still to come, a plan is being put in place to tackle Vermilion's high amount of stray cats.
Fostering is when you take in an animal into your home and you take care of them until we can find them a permanent forever home.
If you can find it in your heart to do it, it's rewarding.
We do all the vetting, the neutering, the spaying, the medications.
The Humane Society has lots and lots of great dogs and cats that can pull at your heartstrings and make you realize you got a little more to give.
This is Coyote News.
Welcome back. The Lost and Found Suicide Prevention Organization was brought to USD 6 years ago. Coyote News' Heather Egbert attended one of their meetings to find out how they're helping students.
The mission of Lost and Found is to reduce levels of depression and suicide among young adults by giving supportive education and resources, empowering family and friends to have healthy conversations, and encouraging the pursuit of healthy lifestyles.
We're definitely there for each other, and like we're just like, if you need someone to talk to, you know, I'm here. Just being able to have that support is really helpful.
All students are invited to attend their meetings every other Wednesday at 5. At the group's last meeting, members wrote meaningful quotes on whiteboards that they posed with for a photo. The group is actively trying to gain more awareness by posting the pictures to their social media pages. For Coyote News, I'm Heather Egbert.
If you would like to receive email updates about when Lost and Found will be meeting, go to their Facebook page at USD Lost and Found. With another semester coming to a close, one campus group is offering a break from textbooks and essays. USD's Spectrum is hosting its Spring Drag Show on the 28th. Spectrum is a gender and sexuality alliance which educates about LGBTQ issues. 9 people will be performing at this year's fundraiser, including Venus Shakers, the stage persona of sophomore Nate Keene. Keene says that he enjoys the live experience.
Everyone gets really engaged and has a great time, and I always see happy faces at the end of the show. And so I think the atmosphere is basically my whole most favorite thing.
The event will be held on the second floor of the Muck in the ballroom at 7 p.m. Tickets cost $5.
Vermilion is known for its population of stray cats, or as many call them, verm cats. But the Heartland Humane Society aims to change that. Coyote News' Clay Conover has the story.
The Heartland Humane Society is located on Highway 50 just east of Yankton and is the closest animal shelter to Vermilion. They have been given money by the city of Vermilion and others to spay and neuter a number of the stray cats in Vermilion.
Between the support of the city of Vermilion and some donors, we're up to about $5,000
so far that'll be used to trap, spay, and neuter and release the cats in Vermilion this year.
Many in the community like the cats and provide food for them, but the Humane Society does not recommend this.
We really encourage folks that if you're going to go feed outside cats, that you're also taking responsibility for them. So if they look injured or sick, you can have the ability to get them to the vet and get them checked out.
For Coyote News, I'm Clay Conover.
If you'd like to donate to the project or you have problems with a local cat, contact the Heartland Humane Society.
In this week's blog, Coyote Crystal found out students' top picks for fast food.
What's your favorite fast food place? This is a hard question.
Probably Taco John's. Qdoba.
What college student doesn't like food, especially fast food? This week on Coyote Crystal, I wanted to see what USD students' favorite fast food place truly is.
Probably Chick-fil-A.
I really like Arby's, honestly. Nice roast beef sandwich, curly fries.
My favorite fast food place is definitely Noodles and Company.
Does Jimmy John's count? It counts. Okay.
I don't eat fast food, I'm in the Army.
Definitely Burger King, I think. Yep. I do eat some Burger King every now and then.
Okay, what a burger.
What is that?
It's Taco Bell, and let me tell you, you get a $15 gift card and you get a lifetime guarantee of food. I can be honest, Taco Bell is the cheapest place to go and it has the best food.
Chick-fil-A. Taco Bell. I would say Subway.
Burger King because it's $1.79 for 10-piece chicken nuggets.
Do you work at Burger King?
No, I just go there a lot.
Wendy's? Wendy's? Why Wendy's? I like their chicken nuggets.
Well, Levi, Saturday was quite a nice day for a track meet, wasn't it?
Absolutely. We have highlights from the USD duel against SDSU, and we also have some stories on the softball team. Those are coming up next in sports.
Climbing's awesome because it's challenging, both mentally and physically.
You gotta love climbing because even when you're not climbing, you get a great view.
Climbing's great because I feel like Spider-Man. Climbing is great, because even my nerd friends can do it.
Climbing's awesome because there's always someone who has your back.
Come to the rock wall and figure out why climbing's awesome for you.
The Coyote Twin Theaters in downtown Vermilion, providing entertainment Tuesdays through Sundays. A proud supporter of USD student media.
This is Coyote News.
Tonight on Coyote Sports, we take a look at highlights from the track meet and softball games this weekend. But first, the headlines with Lauren Solek. Lauren?
The Champions League quarterfinal first leg match between Borussia Dortmund and Monaco has been delayed after 3 explosions went off on the Borussia Dortmund team's bus. Only one player suffered minor injuries. The Islamic State of Iraq claimed responsibility for the attack after a letter was found. Investigators have arrested one suspect. The city of St. Louis is suing the National Football League over the Rams' relocation to Los Angeles. The lawsuit filed today in court names the NFL's 32 teams as defendants. The city is seeking damages and restitution after it says the Rams failed to meet league relocation rules. And those are your headlines.
The track and field team captured 21 event titles on their way to beating SDSU this weekend. USD won 11 of 16 field events. The Coyote women won 104-87, while the men beat the Jacks 99-92. Gawain Williams set a new duels meet record in the 100-meter. Senior pole vaulter Emily Grove set a duels record, clearing 14 feet 7 1/4 inches. Senior thrower Danielle Waldner set a duels meet record in the shot put, while teammate Amber Eichhorn crossed the finish line first in the 3,000-meter run. Freshman Sinise Canigan broke the school record in the 100-meter hurdles. The Coyotes broke a total of 14 dual records. The Yotes continue their outdoor season next week in Southern California. The women's softball team went 1-2 against Omaha this weekend at home. In Game 1 of the series, sophomore catcher Jessica Rogers hit a line drive double to right field in the bottom of the fourth. Teammate Jamie Holster followed with a bases clearing double down the left field line, tying the game at 3. Despite being tied, the Yotes couldn't hang on, losing 9-5. USD senior pitcher Rachel Q struck out a season-high 9 batters in Game 2 on her way to pitching a complete game. Junior Taylor Steinfeld found the gap in the bottom of the 5th with an RBI double. The Coyotes took Game 2 5-1. In the final game of the series, USD left the bases loaded on both the 4th and 5th innings, but managed to score off a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 4th. The Mavericks scored in the 7th inning, giving the Yotes the 2-1 loss. The Coyotes head to NDSU for the 3-game series starting Friday. USD softball team is over halfway through their season. Coyote News' Michaela Feldman caught up with the team and learned what they're focusing on for the end of the season.
With just 3 Summit League series left, the USD softball team is gearing up for the Summit League tournament.
I just want to go out fighting.
That's what senior Kayla Field says is her goal looking forward.
Our team this year is so much more of a well-rounded lineup than it ever has in the past, which is huge for us.
The team is currently 4th in the Summit League standings. Coach Robert Wagner says one game isn't more important than the last to the team.
We're in the process of building and growing one day at a time, and so each practice we try to build on what we did the day before. Each game we try to improve on what we did the day before.
Like most teams, the Coyotes have had some losses, but Field says it's all about how you handle it.
I think the biggest thing is just learning from them, adjusting to what we need to adjust so that the things that cause us to lose one game don't cause us to lose another.
Wagner says understanding game situations is what sets them apart from other teams.
Being able to execute in a pressure situation by just being calm, relaxed, and trusting in our preparation.
For the Sports Report, I'm Michaela Feldman.
Coyotes pitcher Rachel Q took a no-hitter into the 5th inning of Sunday's 1-run loss. Coyote News' Andy Hartman talked with Q about her success. Andy?
Thanks, Levi. The softball team went 1-2 against Omaha this past weekend. I'm joined today by pitcher Rachel Q. Thanks for joining us, Rachel.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so you're a senior, right? All right, how would you say you've progressed throughout your career?
I think this year I definitely stepped up, like knowing I'm a senior, and this year we're down to 2 pitchers, so I knew we would have to step up and hold the team.
All right, and you were pitching really well this weekend. You struck out quite a few people. Yeah. Was there a lot of pressure on you after a certain point?
No, I kind of got in the groove, I guess, where the plate gets bigger. I don't know, I just felt like all my pitches were working and I was just going along with it.
All right, and the season's kind of starting to wind down. You're getting close to the end. What are your ultimate goals for the end of the season?
Just to, obviously everyone wants to win conference, and I think we're just going to take one game at a time and continue to just progress and, learn from every game. So I think we're just going to, keep doing that.
All right, thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
Right. The softball team travels to NDSU this weekend. For Coyote News, I'm Andy Hartman.
Thanks, Andy. The tennis team suffered 2 road losses this weekend. The Coyotes were swept by Denver 7-0, moving them to 1-2 in Summit League play. USD's only win came from the doubles team of Yulia Sadenko and Barbara Kolovia. The Coyotes also played Colorado State, losing 4-2. The Yotes won 2 of their 3 doubles matches, but weren't able to hang on. The Coyotes host IUPUI on Friday afternoon at 1. The women's golf team competed at the UMKC Shootout. Senior Brenna Lervik placed second at 11 over par. Lervik finished the tournament with 36 pars and 5 birdies. Sophomore Lexi Peterson tied for 21st place, while junior Abby Dufresne finished tied 29th. Overall, the team finished 5th out of 10 teams. This marked the last regular season tournament for the Coyotes. The team is now preparing for Summit League championships starting next week in Nebraska City. The men's golf team tied for 12th at the Tiger Invitational yesterday. Freshman Tommy Vining scored even par and finished at 8th. Vining shot the second most birdies at the tournament with 16. This was also Vining's 3rd top 10 finish of the season. This was also the men's last regular season tournament as the Coyotes compete in the Summit League Championships at the end of the month. That's a look at sports. Coming up after the break, we asked students what they would like to tell the people writing tickets on campus. Their answers are next.
Hey Madeline, why don't you explain what improv is?
Well, improv is just kind of thinking on your feet and creating a scene out of nothing. Our first goal is we accept anyone and everyone.
Our second goal is that we focus on improvement.
And also our third goal is we just want to bring comedy back to campus.
We like making people laugh. And that's one of the reasons why we think you should come to Improv Club, for laughs.
This is Coyote News.
In this week's Out and About, we asked students what they'd say to people writing their parking tickets. Here's what they said.
I would say keep doing you, just stay out of the Beacon parking lot. That's right.
Please no.
I would tell them that they belong in jail.
I would say give me a break.
I would say they're way too intense and they need to quit being so stingy about every little line that there's at. Please stop, I'm poor.
Enjoy the summer because winter is coming.
I got a parking ticket because I parked for 20 minutes to run in and get my parking permit. And in that time, they gave me a parking ticket, so they need to chill a little bit.
I would tell them that I have no money, and if they could just put it on my USD bill, that'd be cool too.
I don't appreciate you.
If I could say anything to someone writing me a parking ticket, I would probably say that I already have 4 in Vermilion and I don't need another one because I don't have any money.
Be sure to grab the new edition of the Volant out today, featuring a story on the increase in drug arrests in Vermilion.
That's all for Coyote News. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And be sure to listen for KYOT and KAOR daily updates throughout the week.
Thank you and have a great night.